Hello everyone, it is November the 11th and it is just coming up to 11 a.m. in the morning. This is a significant time for most people. This is when we honour the memories of all those who have served and given the ultimate sacrifice. I want to share this moment with you just now because we're in the middle of COVID lockdowns all around the place. We are not actually currently on one here, but there are many around about. And as such, ceremonies are cancelled and we have to make do with virtual versions, not quite the same. But at the end of this little video, I'll share an image that I set up one November the 11th, and it had to be done on the day because it was an important memory, I think, to portray in a photograph. I like this photograph, and I don't like many of my own photographs, but I do like this one in the fact that I conceived the whole thing. I thought about the shot. I thought about putting some emotion into it. I thought about the timing of it being specific. And then I processed it into the way that it actually looks finally. Black and white is one of my favorites, and I think it adds just enough passion, I suppose, and thought in the remembrance and the reflection. I've said already in an Instagram post, if I was to name the photograph, I would probably call it Grateful, because I think we sure are grateful to all those that have served. On the day I went to the ceremony at the cenotaph in the town. There's not one there this year. There's a virtual one on Facebook, but afterwards people will turn up and they will still lay their poppies at the cenotaph there. I chose a few years ago to come down here to the graveyard where there are some graves here of some of the fallen. Robert Bruce MacDonald, Corporal, Chester Harold, VIG, I'm not entirely sure what that is, and there's another one here, Reginald Edward, PTE, private, I presume that is. You know, we don't have many here in this little town, but there is this big cross here, and in the middle of the cross there is in honour of those who served. I set the camera up low. The actual shot wasn't very technical. At this time of the day, the sun is low in the sky. It had been light today, been snowing. I'll just show you the shot basically over my shoulder here. You can see the cross there. So anything standing in front of the cross or by the cross, whatever, is going to be a silhouette. And that was the whole idea. Although I posed in the photograph, the whole idea was just to have a person reflecting and giving thanks. And that's what I think I portrayed quite well in the shot. Yeah, so, you know, thoughts are with the families of those who have also survived their loved ones who didn't, and those that did come back with many memories and stories, and lived out their lives in the peace and quiet that we call our civilization now. We are thankful. And as they give the poppies at the ceremonies to the cenotaphs, there is a thing here in Alberta where they call it no stone left unturned, unattended, something like that anyway. No stone forgotten, that's it, sorry. What they do is they get the kids from the schools to go out, find the graves with the soldiers' names on them, excuse me, and they put their poppy on that stone. The stone may never be visited ever during the year, but at least at one time somebody went there and honoured them, which I think is a very, very respectful thing to do, and it teaches the kids a very meaningful message, I'm sure, as well. And something that I thoroughly agree with. So I used to put my poppy with the cenotaph with everybody else. Now I bring my poppy here, and here is the poppy that we all know and love and buy, and being as there's 3 graves here, unfortunately I will just put it down here beside the cross in the snow. Somewhat poignant. And now I'll take a moment or two just to reflect on my own, and then after that I do have the new camera bag all packed and ready to go, and I'll be taking off into the woods. Because it snowed and it was windy last night, there will be some little drifts and textures and things, and it's very much going to be a black and white photography day. I'll put the camera in black and white mode and see what we can get. We can get starbursts coming through trees and stuff like this. You'll see. It's a nice thing, the camera bag, but you got to put it down and take the stuff out. So I really feel I'm going to have to look for a shot before I stop. It's currently -8, and in the shade you really do feel it's -8. In the sun it's actually quite nice, and if you keep moving around it's obviously not that bad either. Right, there we go, folks. I'll take my little moment to reflect, and then I'll move on. Everybody, enjoy the images of anything that I managed to make today, and be thankful for what you have in life and for those who enabled it. Take care.